Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Queen's Realm Podcast. And you know me, you know what I'm saying? I'm the queen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the queen. You know what I'm saying? Samia Chantel, aka Samia the motherfucking poet. But this is Queen's Realm Podcast, and I know you see this caramel skinned it, melanated it. Vision from the creator himself. Our beautiful, wonderful guest today, Miss Stacie from Stacie's Inspires. I don't know how flavors sound. Yeah, because what I was doing that made us sound like a big cough drop. But I know y'all seen the title because all of my viewers can read. And that says, is it better or is it just different? Because a lot of y'all, me included, sometime, or some time ago, in the long ago, in the forever ago, in the sea of forgetfulness now, even if it was just 48 hours ago, even the sea of forgetfulness now, we thought we chose better,
Mm-hmm.
but it wasn't better. It was just a different kind of toxic, a different kind of stress, a different kind of non-communication, a different kind, of emotional abuse, a different kind of manipulation, a different kind of heartache. Instead of hurting on the left, it hurt on the right. Different, not better. Now, I got some points. We're gonna go for them points, and I'm gonna just jump right in here. Is it better or is it different? For me, to be able to discern this, you need to figure out, is this love or is it lust? Now, if y'all go way long back to the very first episode of Queen's Room Podcast and Smashing versus Making Love, I said a lot of people think they're in love, but they're in lusty luck. They were lucky enough to find somebody that was on what they was on, and they just in lust. But they in love so hard that they have convinced themselves it's love now. Because when we get together and we do this, it's always good. So that means we're good. Long as this is our foundation. This is all we have. The lust. So you'll use that as your commonality, and now y'all in love. You're not in love. You in lusty luck. You infatuated. What's another word for it that I'm looking for? Not infatuated. It's from Disney. You're Twitter-pated. You just want to hump and mate, and all those endorphins and that serotonin and oxytocin, all that feel good. But you're not in love. But on that note, to tie it into the is it better or is it different, this partner can be better in bed than this one. Is it really better or is it just different? Is it really like they do things they don't do in the bedroom? That don't make this bad. It just makes this different from this. Because they both was given what they were supposed to give. So you still using lust as a way to make these decisions for these relationships because it's not better. It's just different. And disclaimer, I will say that some people are much better at that than other people. So I can see how you'd be like, this gotta be love because ain't no way this person is this good and this person is this bad at this. I was gonna say something else, but I'd rather not. You ever just been like, this was so good? That don't even count. That other one don't even count. That is impossible. God, because if you can do this, then you can't do this. Because how you know how to do this, but you don't know how to do this? Don't y'all all know how to do the same thing? No, they don't. In more ways than one, not just in the bedroom, people in relationships. Whatever basic thing you accepted from the first person, just because the second person isn't doing it, that don't mean it's better. It's just different. It's just different. But I'm gonna turn it to Stacie on the is it love or lust? For the better or different?
The better or different. I mean, I believe that, of course, if it's lust, then it's not necessarily, it may feel better at the time, but over a long term, you're going to start to realize like it's not better. It is just different. And when you're in love, you can last through time. You know what I'm saying? Throughout time, you're going to realize, okay, this is real. You know, we've gone through this. We've surpassed that. Arguments, disagreements. This is real love. But when it's lust, anything they can do something and it gets to you off immediately.
Why are you blinking every day?
Love, it's lust, and it's like now he done made me mad. Now he done made me mad. Your nerves too bad. Everything he do now, and he breathe wrong. He
and it usually takes you a few years into a relationship to reach that point.
Right. Really, it don't take too much long. It don't take that much time. You know what I'm saying? So you already know, okay, this is not love. This is lust. I just like that particular thing that he did that was different than the other man for the moment, but it's not going to last.
You hear that, y'all? For the moment. Situational. Moving right along to the next point. The next point I have here is, y'all want to say if this person is better than the other one is different. How is it better? What are the differences? Because if you go from, I hate using this example, he used to beat women. He don't hit me. He just yells real close in my face. That's not better. That's just a different kind of abuse.
Right.
He don't cheat on me. He don't cheat on me. He cheated on them. But he's manipulative and controlling. Right. But he don't cheat on me.
Right.
Because there's also a misconception that the person that you're with is going to be better or different than the last time they were in a relationship. So how is that person better or different?
Right. That's when you have to check your standards right there. Because now you're lowering your standards. Well, at least he doesn't do this. Well, he does this and that, but at least he doesn't do this. And so we miss a lot of red flags when we do that. And a lot of times if we look at that person might have more red flags than the person that we are trying to run from. But because they don't have the exact things that we left that person for, it's okay. But it's like,
I just thought of something when you said something. Because this is why I love being a writer. People in the thoughts guy be throwing in my head. Only it's for writers, I swear. You saying the red flags. So I had two different scenarios in my head. This person, red flags are all in a row. This other person, red flags in a zigzag. They got the same number of red flags, but when they're all stacked up together, it seems like it's more over here versus the one that's spread out.
Right.
You remember when you was a little kid and you wanted to convince your parents that you ate all your food on your plate, so you spread everything out? You just discovering red. It's taking you longer to discover these ones. That person isn't better. It's just different. And another thing I thought of was a red flag map. And every red flag is a step on the GPS of where you're supposed to go. But you know how you look at your GPS and it say, if you take this route, 17 minutes. If you take this one, 23. You're going the same direction, people.
Ooh.
You're just taking two different routes to get there. You know, this red flag amusement park is a water park, and this is just a regular water park. They both have roller coasters. One you're going to get wet on, one you're going to be rain dry. So it's not better. It's just different. For it to be better, and this is, I don't want to say this and make anybody feel any type of way, but if I'm dating somebody or talking to somebody and I feel like they have one too many traits that's similar to something else somebody else had, I'm turned off. And people, I don't mean their birthdays close together. I don't mean they first name start with the same letter or something that triggers you. I mean actual personality traits.
Right.
This one is controlling. This one is controlling. I don't care how you express said controlling, because some
Right.
people control people in different ways. The controlling is the key part. If you always want to start an argument about everything, okay, so you're combative. You're combative. What they start the arguments about don't matter. Okay? It don't matter. Y'all, they still want to argue with you. They still
Right.
want to start an argument before they leave the house so they can feel guilt free about what they're about to do. They still get up in your face and threaten you. They still don't come home on time. They still don't communicate. They're still disrespectful. The ways in which they do it do not matter, people. You convince yourself, or I've convinced myself in the past, and women and men have, I'm sure, that because it don't hurt the same. Because it's a new hurt. That's why it don't hurt the same. Because it don't hurt the same as when so and so did it. Oh, they love me more than so and so because of the way they're choosing to hurt me is different from the way the other person hurt me. No, it's not better. That's just different. So you really, really, really have to figure out what's better. What's the definition of better for you? Because if you got 2 minutes, hey, I'm like, this looking like a movie I haven't seen before. I don't want to watch this.
Right.
I don't like this. Pineapples. I don't flag on flag. I'm not here for any of this.
Right. I believe that within yourself, you see the flags, but we choose to act blind. Like we see them, they're obvious for us. Like, well, okay. I mean, yeah. When you start making excuses for other people's behavior, that's already a red flag. And even if it's not necessarily a bad thing, it's something that triggers you. It's something that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's not good for you. Just because it's not a bad thing, it doesn't mean that that thing is good for you. So you have to be communicative.
Wait a minute. I want you to rewind and say, just because it's not bad, what? What happened?
It's like, just because it's not a bad thing doesn't mean it's good for you.
Period.
If it's a trigger, you know what I'm saying? You're like, okay, he may have, a couple of drinks. It may not be wrong generally, but for you, the past that you've had with drinking alcoholism, maybe, or with another person, and you don't want to be with somebody that deals with alcohol. That's with knowing yourself and knowing what you want. So it's like, okay, I see that this is not something that I'm going to be okay with. And this is a red flag. It may not be wrong generally, but it's not good for you. So
if it's not good for you, let me
it's just different, but it's still not good for you.
This is a surefire way. Again, the thoughts. And y'all can believe whatever y'all want to believe. I know me and her believe the same thing. And when these thoughts come to me out of nowhere, when I'm telling this to the people and giving them free game and working on my purpose, I believe the thoughts come from him. So anyway, the spirit. A surefire way to discern or to tell if something is better for you is, does it make you want to be better for you? Right. Does it make you want to be better? Does it make you want to upgrade? Does it make you want to grow your life in any way? Because if not, it is not better. And it's not good for you. I'm not saying that you need to do all this stuff to be with somebody. I'm saying that you need to want to better yourself for you, because you shouldn't want to present yourself to anybody if you're not the best version of yourself. And the superlative of better is best. So, if you're not at your best, there is no real way for you to tell if something is different or better. You're just going to keep running to my next point, which is, it's a different disguise, but it's the same monster. He now always come in sheep's clothing. Sometimes he may come dressed as a fox. Sometimes he may be as a cat, a puppy. You don't know. But all those things have teeth and can bite you. One bite may be more severe than the other, but why do that to yourself? You have to recognize what's better, and you have to be at your best in order to do so. Because if not, you're gonna keep getting tricked and you wanna be like, niggas ain't shit, women ain't this, hoes ain't shit, all of this, but it's really you. I
Right.
think this one's gonna be different. Why? What did you different? First of all, if you want better, right?
Right.
What did you do different? Are you doing the same things you always do? And so what works for you, you want to keep doing because that gets you a lady or that gets you a man. But how do them relationships end? Because they end, they all end. You in the same relationship over and over and over and over again, acting like they tricked you into being in the relationship. They tricked you. How dare you? I thought they was different. Did you do anything different? If you didn't do anything different in your pursuit or the way you are pursued, then why would you attract different?
Right. And also your secure level. I feel like with that different thing, you have to be able to discern.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard for you to, as women, it's hard for us to listen to our intuition, our God-given intuition, when we are insecure. We see something and we're like, well, maybe it's because I'm insecure. Had you been secure, then you would know that it is your intuition telling you something's not right. But it's hard to discern whether it's us or whether it's them or whether God's trying to tell us something because we're insecure. So you have to really work on yourself to know, hey, is this different? Is this better? But that comes with knowing who you are, what you want, and being secure in that. So I feel like that self-love, just like the last episode, the self-love thing. Because that different thing is really a part of self-love.
Mm-hmm.
That's still connected.
Mm-hmm. They don't be, listen here. The word, she just spit a word. That's why she could make that face because she just spit a word. You know what I'm saying? She need to wipe it. She need a towel. She need to pass this towel where she wiped them edges.
Girl.
The edges.
Oh, what you
No. When you see her, really, and then she looked off because she looked off into the distance when she was done.
Right. But I feel like when you come out of those type of situations where when you have had red flags, of course it's not smart for you to jump, in my opinion, to jump into anything else just then. Mm-hmm. Work on yourself, work on the things that triggered you, work on the things that you feel like, okay, if he cheated on you, are you insecure? What are the things, how did it damage you? It's hard to recognize other flags and also to discern, but also to be strong enough to be like, okay, I'm not going to tolerate this anymore until you have done the digging and the work. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you need to take that time to really get to know yourself and to work on yourself. So that way, when you get to that next relationship or date or whatever, you can see those things. You can see the things you can tolerate. Because the thing with relationships and those red flags, that different thing, if the relationship does not bring you peace, but it brings you drama and chaos, you already know this is not for me. This is not. God is not going to send me a man that's going to make my life harder. No.
Come on. I've been trying to tell somebody because they've been trying to tell me what God ain't going to bring me anybody less than what I'm asking for. It may not be what I expect, but it ain't going to be less than what I'm asking for. Mm-hmm. It's rare that it's what I'm asking for when I ask God for something. It's usually more because he usually look at what we asking like, that's all you want?
Right. He's telling you, he knows what you need.
You think so little of me.
Right.
Show out. This didn't show out. But to your point, I was just thinking like, it's the reason why you need to do that digging and dig deeper and heal, because you'll get two people who think that you're both better. Oh, this person is better. There's some people out here. I'm trying to find a way. I've been trying to find a way to say this eloquently and without hurting anybody's feeling, but I'm about to step on some toes, so I'm about to run them over Tonka truck style. The reason why you need to heal is because you're not even better, so you can't find better. But what you can't do is get with somebody thinking just because they're not as terrible as the last person, that person is better. Because this is the part that I was trying to say nicely, there are some trash human beings on this planet Earth. And you may encounter one, and they will do you absolutely dirty. Might even be abusive, evil, malicious, whatever. Just because the person after them don't treat you like that person did does not mean they better. They're better than that person. They're not the best for you. Because remember, people, English lesson, grammar lesson, better is just better. But best is the superlative of better. And by superlative, I mean you can't go no higher than saying something is the best. Good, better, best. That's it. That's the top. So these people aren't better than the last person. They just don't do, they hurt you in different ways. So you think, I seen something on the Instagram and it said, do not be out here being one of those. My man would never, because some of these men be out here nevering. And some of these men be out here nevering. And that's another thing I want to tell people. If you was a cheater and they was a cheater and y'all get together, don't think I'm the one he stopped cheating for. Did he? Did he, sis? Did she, bro? She would never do me like that. She wouldn't, bro. She wouldn't. Y'all was cheating with each other. You think so? Y'all both agreed to retire?
Right.
Okay. Sometimes cheaters can be reformed.
Yeah, I absolutely believe that. I don't believe in the once a cheater, always a cheater. I don't
believe that either. I'm talking about. That ain't how you form a new bond, boo boo.
Right.
Because here's the thing about cheaters. I'm having a little segue here, but it's okay. Here's the thing about cheaters. Most of the time, if you're dealing with somebody and you know they cheating and and you cheating both of y'all are exchanging stories on how this person is doing this and this. So all that person has to do is not do that. So they're making sure they're different. They're making y'all hear me? You hear me what I said?
Right.
They're making sure they're different. They ain't trying to be better. They ain't listening to your problems or your quarrels. And not even in that scenario, just any scenario. This is why I said on previous episodes before, do not go into a relationship telling somebody everything that happened to you in great detail. Because some people are just looking for a way in to
absolutely
you.
Yes.
Not into your life, into you.
Yes. Okay.
They're looking for into you.
But then that's how you know that that's lust or love, because the thing is they can't wear their mask for so long. And eventually
your representative gotta go home, baby. You gotta show up eventually.
Your representative ain't gonna be able to last too much longer.
And don't go into people's lives listening to their trauma. And this.
Yeah,
I'm passionate about this part. Hold on, let me sit up. Let me put my drink down.
Come on now.
I said on previous episode, I believe you should try to get in somebody's head if you're pursuing them. But when you get in there, you have to be responsible. You're supposed to get in there, get in their head to try to remember what their favorite color is, or remember what they like on Tuesday, or to do some random stuff to surprise them, or how can I help them? How can I improve their life? What can I add to their life? I just want to help this person be better. I want us to be a unit. That's what you need to get. That's what you're getting people's head for. Some of y'all getting people's heads to be shicey. You want to get in their head so you can get in their bed, and that's all you want. That's all you're trying to do. That's a responsibility. You're spending all this time trying to figure out how to be different from the last person they encountered when you could have been worried about being a better you. You chose foolishness. Stop trying to get in people's heads for the wrong reasons. If you ain't trying to get in my head to love me, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Stay away from me. If you ain't trying to get in my head to try to be a better friend or a better person, I'm in my best friend head. I'm in a lot of my friends' heads. Me and my friends, we switch lingo up. We'll say the same thing at the same time. But I care about these folks. It's important to me to get in their head and to get a better understanding. See, I'm saying get in their head because I know y'all will get that. But what I mean is trying to connect with the spirit of a person.
Right.
Not the meat or the bones, but the marrow, the things inside of the bones that make the red blood cells so you can live. The red blood cells
Hallelujah.
all over to the body. So when you connect with somebody's spirit, you're in every part of them. Instead of trying to get inside a part of them. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all ain't.
Come on. Take the speak. Come on.
Y'all don't hear me. Y'all do so much to be evil. You do so much to do somebody dirty. You go the extra mile to be shady. The extra mile. Y'all motherfuckers want extra credit at being nasty.
Yes.
Y'all want a prize for being. See, I say all the time, I don't like people, but I don't mistreat people. There's some people on planet Earth right now who know good and damn well I should set their whole life ablaze. More than one, several. But that's not. What is that gonna do for me? How is that gonna help me any? Is that gonna better my life at all? No, I'm worried about bossing up and being in my bag and building a future legacy so that I can bring my legacy with my future husband's legacy, and we can put those together and we can have generational wealth for my family. So you see, that's where my time is going. My time isn't going into trying to act like another person to get with a person. My time ain't going into acting. Y'all do all this work and don't be having a driver's license.
Oh.
Don't have no GED or diploma.
Help us.
Huh?
You have a license.
Read. Don't have a car.
Yep. Now that's facts.
You trying to catch a ride around life, and I'm gonna need you to stop. You own the bus. Ain't nothing wrong with riding the bus, but you own the bus with YSL on and new Timberlands and new Jordans. Baby, that's a car.
That's definitely a payment.
People do so much work to be nasty, and I don't understand it. That's why when people encounter me, and I'm not patting myself on the back, when people encounter me and they really get to know me and they become my friends, I support everybody that I believe in. I support who supports me. And when I support, I go hard. And fake support, I show real love if I believe in you and what you're doing in your vision. Because if somebody got to believe in you, even if you're the only one that believe in you, come holler at Queen's Room and I'll believe in you. But anywhere there are two or more gathered, we can have somebody else with us, and I'll believe in your dream with you. So I'm not the type of person to just do people dirty just because. I don't even have time to think of the schemes and shit y'all be thinking about. Which brings me to my final point of the night is, are you better or different? I say all the time, you don't know what you really want if you don't even know who you are. Y'all don't like to be alone. So I don't know how y'all figure out, who you are, because you're never alone with your thoughts. You're never alone with God. You ain't never alone with nothing. You can't stand it, but you want me to stand it. You want me to stand by you and you won't stand by you. You want me to like you and you don't even like you. I say that all the time. You don't even like you. How am I supposed to like you? You don't even know what to adequately ask for as for wants and needs, because you don't know you at all. You're just different than the last version of you, but you ain't trying to be better. You keep making I'm gonna use this as an example. I know I'm saying relationships, y'all, but in life in general, I like this person, right? I figure out everything that they like, everything that they want to do. So all of a sudden, I like it too. Those are my hobbies. So you got this person you built up to be with this person. That relationship don't work out. You made to take this person you made instead of reverting back to yourself.
Right.
You stay with this person you made. Let me see. That's an outfit. I'm gonna do it in outfits. You got on this outfit from this person. Instead of taking this off and walking to the other person naked as your true self or who you are, you walk over there with that outfit on. You pick out all the clothes and things they like and you put that on. That don't work out. Now guess what? You got on two outfits. Do you take any of that off? No. What you do? You go to another person. You figure out everything they like and what they like to wear. Put that on. How many outfits we at, y'all? You got on 3 outfits. Them clothes ain't heavy yet.
And they mismatch and they all over the place.
Them shirts ain't too tight.
What you doing? You dress as a McDonald's worker, a Burger King worker, and you work at Target.
Are they clean? You trying to be the bag lady?
Halloween
or the bag? You trying to be the hobo for Halloween? And you guys just keep doing that, and keep doing that, and keep doing that, and keep doing that until you about to burst at seams because you got on these clothes. You got on one high heel and one flip flop
because it gets so heavy.
You got on plaid and stripes. It gets so heavy, and that's why I always ask y'all ain't tired yet?
Oh yeah.
You ain't tired. Can you breathe? I know it's a lot of pressure. I know it's a lot of pressure with all them clothes and stuff weighing on you, and all you got to do is just take that off.
All that baggage.
I don't even know who I'm talking to right now, but just take that off.
Take it off. Be free.
You don't even want to wear that. You don't like that. It don't match. It ain't even your style. Ain't nothing wrong with the way you want to dress, or the way you want to be. Just take it off. Who is that anyway? That is a composite sketch. You know when little kids draw pictures and they be like, "Mama, that's you," and it don't look nothing like you. That's you right now. That's you right now because you're not worried about trying to be better or different. You're not worried about trying to be a good person or nothing. You're worried about what you can get or who you can get. Don't be so focused on who you can get versus getting it. Do you have yourself? That's what I be wanting to ask people. Y'all be wanting to get somebody so bad. Do you have you? Do you have you? Y'all don't know? Okay, y'all don't be knowing. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Go ahead, ma'am.
You know, a lot of people don't have themselves because they feel like, they're so used to everybody else having it. It's like when you're always in a relationship and then when you get single, it's almost like you don't know what to do. You start to malfunction because you're not used to being single. It's the same type of concept. It's like you don't have your own back because you're used to other people having your own back. You have to stand on your own 2 feet now.
That and hold on, go ahead, I gotta plug my computer up.
I heard that beep. I said Samir in his computer. But yeah, so same thing. We go back to the person that you're trying to be or to copy or some simulation. Like I feel like when people,
I don't know how to get that lighting back too. How to get that lighting back.
I see it. I feel like with people, you just have to. Don't get me wrong. When you meet people, you're gonna get something from them. When you're in some kind of relationship, you're gonna get something from that person, and you're gonna take something to the next relationship for sure. But are you gonna take the good? Are you gonna take the bad? And then what parts of the bad did you take?
Ooh, child. What parts of the bad did you take?
The thing is that the different thing, when it comes to that different thing, I feel like, okay, this person may be a manipulator, right? You be around that person so long, you become manipulative. And although you're done with that person, you go to the next person and they might be different. And you're like, well, they don't have this, this, that, and the third like the other person. But it's like, now you got some of that thing that the other person has. So it's like, you can't see the manipulation because you're a manipulator.
Ooh, now you have turned into.
Right. So it's like that person has some things too, but it's like you're so blind because you have some of those traits now.
This whole sermon, I should start asking for tithes.
An offering. Yes. Yes.
Ooh, child. Because I don't think y'all understand. Like, I joke around a lot and I'm giddy on here a lot. I'm like this for the people who really know me. But when I get to talking about like why y'all treat people the way y'all do, I don't understand. And y'all do a lot to be different, but you won't put an ounce of that same effort into try to be better.
Mm.
You don't want to be better. What are you scared of? Are you scared of the best version of you? Why? Because you know it's possible. You don't want to try to be better for nothing because you seen, because maybe you had somebody in your life that was the best, but you wasn't the best. You was still at your different stage. And you hurt them. So maybe you think this is what happens to people at their best. Let me tell you something. There may be no superlative after best, but people aren't words. You can always be the best you. You could be the best you today. You could be the best you tomorrow, and it'll be a different you, and it'll still be better. You don't have a superlative. There's nothing stopping you from going past best. There's nothing stopping you from going past best. That's just you stopping you. You want to just settle for being better. No, I'm not sorry. You just want to settle for being different. You don't want to be better.
Yeah.
At least I don't do this anymore. Okay, you don't do that anymore. What healthy thing did you replace it with? I don't yell and kick and scream anymore. Okay, you just get silent now. That's still not an effective way to communicate. Right. I don't cuss people out no more. I just cut them off. Still not effective. What did that teach you? Where are you going with this? Where do you think you're going with this different version instead of the better version? Where are you going? What are you doing with the different? Is it helping you any? Like,
yeah.
Where going?
I definitely feel that.
What going? What, like, where about?
Right.
With just, you just want, instead of going 2, 4, 6, I'm gonna go 1, 3, 5. Those are all still numbers, though.
Yeah.
And they still going to the same place. Remember I said earlier, 17 minutes, 23 minutes, different times, same destination. So now what? What are you going to do? What are you going to do to be different? And you can't just stop at different. Once you decide to be different, you need to reach or work towards being your best.
Right.
Different is just one step. For everybody, for relationships, for the relationship with yourself, and for the relationship with others. Different is just the first step. That's just the acknowledging part. Most addicts, they can't be helped until they acknowledge that they have a problem. You can't get better or be your best until you acknowledge that you need something different. Problem is, you cannot keep stopping at just being different. You got to be your best. Do not expect the best from somebody else if you can't be the best for yourself. You're not even going to know what that looks like. If you've never seen it and you've never done it, see, when you do it, you have the inside scoop. You got the cheat code on what healed and best version of you looks like. But if you won't do that, how are you supposed to see that in anybody else? Like that's like me giving you directions somewhere, but say, here, put the blindfold on and then drive there. What good is knowing the destination if you can't see where you're going? I just want to know, y'all, like, these are questions I'm going to need y'all to ask yourself. What good is knowing the destination if you can't see where you're going? And I don't mean like, because with God, we can know the destination and we don't need to see where we're going.
Amen.
I mean, like somebody give you directions somewhere and keys to the car, but say you got to drive there with this blindfold on. But you be like, hey, but I'm blindfolded. And they keep telling you, but you got the directions though. Since when can I see through fabric? I'm not Spider-Man or Superman or none of them people. So you cannot stop at just being different. That's what I'm saying, y'all. That's what I'm saying, y'all. Go ahead, Miss Stacie.
I would say a lot of us deal with dysfunction. We're used to dysfunction. We're comfortable in that area. So it's like, okay, I can do better, but it's like, I'm so used to dysfunction. I'm comfortable here. I know how to deal with people that have these type of red flags. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I know it's not good, but it's like, I know how to deal with that. We're so used to dealing and accepting things that we shouldn't accept.
It's a familiar hurt.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, I already know how to deal with this. I already know if he does this, I'm going to do this. So when he does that, I'm going to do this. It's like, no. Are we going to do better? But that dysfunction, you're used to that dysfunction. And then on top of that, if we have to recognize that sometimes we're toxic. Ooh. We have our own dysfunctions and we trigger other people. We can definitely do that. You know, yes, that person has this type of thing, but what are you doing that's aiding in this trigger?
Ooh, child, you triggering somebody else's dysfunction with your dysfunction. Ooh.
It's like, okay, we're thinking about, okay, this person is different. Okay, but what about you? It's different as well. Did you come to the next relationship different? In a good way?
Ooh. How did you come different?
Because everybody comes to the next relationship different. Oh, believe that. When you leave a relationship, you bring something. Yeah, you're different. You go each one, you're gonna be different. But it's like, are you better different? Or are you better different? Baggage different? Like,
ooh, you said baggage. I was gonna say bitter different.
Bitter different, right? It's like, okay, so
you got that same luggage.
You're gonna be changed. Every experience. Come on now.
She said.
So, okay, the accountability allows you also to see other things, like I said, discern others as well. I see that I have these type of flaws, so I can see those flaws in other people. It's just like, oh, I know I'm this type of person, I can see it in other people. I'm a loving person, I can see that in other people. Oh, if you're a liar, okay, I can detect another liar. Birds of a feather flock together type thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, people that got a certain type of spirit can sense the type of spirit in other people. Because they have dealt with that spirit. They have come in contact with that spirit. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, with red flags, personality traits, you've come in contact with that. So you can see that in other people, but you have to be accountable and also don't be deceived. Know that, okay, this is what it is. It's not, I don't care what that man says, what that woman says, their action speaks louder than words. So if I know that this person is a manipulator, but he says he's not doing but his action says he does, that's the answer. Accept that.
Come on.
Accept that.
Accept the actions of a person.
Absolutely.
Accept the action. Don't accept them words. Don't accept the motives. People are like, what are your intentions with me? I don't need to ask you what your intentions are with me.
Because I can see them right every day. You show them to me every day.
And pray, but you gotta watch.
Amen.
That watch part.
Amen.
You gotta watch first. I know, the people, religious folk, you gotta pray. No, you gotta watch. You're just talking idly. You gotta watch.
Absolutely.
Lord, I got a feeling about this. And I'm gonna tell you how fast the Lord moved. I'm gonna use an example from my real life. I took an affirmation, turned it into a prayer. The next day, the God thought he should move on that immediately because I asked some things to be revealed. Like, I'm tripping. Why am I? Because it's something that somebody I ain't really thinking about or thought about, and I'm like, what? What? What is this even? And then it was so weird how it all happened. It was just random. And I'm just like, what is going on? Oh, okay. Because I asked for separation. and blacks be removed out of my way.
Oh yeah.
And I specifically asked, I'm not going to tell you I'm a specific prayer, but that part of it, I specifically asked for people blocks to be moved and taken out of my line of sight, out of my, however you got to do it, Lord. And they is dropping like flies. Like it was one person, then another person, then another person. And it's been 72 hours.
You're working fast, Lord.
Like, oh, God, you must want them to get it up. I have a steady, hefty pace up out of my business because, whew.
It happens like that.
When you ask for things to be revealed for you, you cannot complain about the revealing. Because there's so many, this is off topic, but I don't care. It's so many things that, remember Pat's talking about this, that are blocked from us, that we are protected from. Certain things have happened. You don't know what God has protected you from or what he has shielded you from. But I just think of the things that I've been shown and the things that have been revealed to me. How crazy some of that stuff is. To still think it's some stuff he still did not show me. And he showed me what I needed to know. But it's probably some, I don't need to know none of that.
Mm-hmm.
That for me, I'm good with what I've been shown already. But y'all, I'm about to give y'all my last words for the day. So
Yeah.
my guests got to get up out of here. And I got to wake up. Before the sun.
Lord have mercy.
And do this workout.
That's right. Come on. Let's go. Come on. This is for your good. Amen. We're trying to be at our best, right? We're trying to do better, right? All right.
What I'm going to do is compromise. I'm going to give myself an extra 30 minutes of sleep.
Okay.
Because I'm still awake. But I'm still... I'm still going to do. And I'm going to send out my accountability photos. Because I have accountability buddies. Every time I say I'm going to work out, I let people know I'm about to work out. Then they need to see me, a picture of me sweating. It can't just be, got to be sweating.
To be drenched, yes.
Real sweat.
Yes.
Hate it.
That's right. Come on.
I'm trying to be the best version of me. I decided a long time ago that I wanted to be different, and I didn't do anything with the different. I just decided I wanted to be different, or I knew I needed to be different, but I didn't do anything. So then circumstances and things in my life have happened. Well, this is not enough. You know, I talk about my vision board all the time. My vision board, 4 feet tall. People like, your vision board only supposed to be one thing. It's supposed to be pictures and not words. Well, first of all, baby, I'm a writer. I see the whole world in words. I'm just better at putting mine together than you. My vision comes to me through words because that is my purpose, to use my words. But anyway, your vision board is one poster board, but my vision is bigger than that.
That's right.
And I left some space on there because I know it's the most stuff coming that I need to put on there. But I digress. If you want to know the difference between better and different, you need to figure that out for you first. Everything I ever tell y'all on every episode always leads back to how you feel about you, how you treat you, how you love on you, because it all starts with you. Because if you don't get yourself together, then you are going to stay damaged and you're going to damage other people. And that's the cycle I'm trying to break in this world. So, if you want to know the difference between it's something different or just better, you need to figure out what you need to do to be different, what you need to do different so that you can be better and be the best you.
Amen. That's right.
And I said what I said.
Say that. Yes.
What I said.
It said, period. Point blank.
Exclamation point.
Amen. And I will say for my closing words, self-love, the root right there. knowing who you are, knowing whose you are, and loving yourself first, so that way you have those intuition alerts, so you know, okay, this is a thing for me, this is not going to work for me, this is a good friendship, this is a good relationship, something's going on that I need to get out of this situation, or something, or is this something that I need to be in? Also, relationship with God. I don't know y'all believe for nothing like that, but for my believers out there, pray about this situation, pray about the people that's in your life. Also, you said affirmations. Absolutely. Affirmations every single day. Remind yourself of who you are, so that way when you step to somebody, or when somebody steps to you, you're reminded, okay, I'm a queen, I'm a king. I'm not going to take no lower level people they ain't got their mind right, their intentions ain't right. I'm not about to lower my standards for anybody. So absolutely with the affirmations, but getting better, doing not just different things, but the things that are best for you, the things that are going to help you grow, getting around the people that are going to help you elevate, and getting away from those people that are not going to respect your boundaries, respect your worth, respect who you are. Change your whole environment, so that way you can bring those good things that God has for you, those good things that you want in your life. Sometimes we're not able to receive the people that we want to receive because we're not in the environment where they can thrive. Why would God give you somebody that he loves, one of his children as well, if you're going to damage them, if you're going to treat them like whatever because you're toxic and you don't want to take the time to heal and to grow? I'm not getting on y'all. I'm not. I'm absolutely not, because this is more for me as well. I want all of us to grow and all of us to get better, so that we can receive the person that God has for us, and so we can have great marriages and great relationships and great people in our lives, and grow and thrive and be the best that we can be. So that is my ending words, and I am finished.
I need to have another ending. No, but that's child. I can tell y'all now, she gonna be a guest on here more and more and more, because when I tell you, see, I'm tapped in with another like-minded individual.
Amen.
Our spirits get along.
Yes.
You understand me? So, child, you don't know when me and somebody's spirit won't get along no more because they won't be on my show no more.
Uh-oh. Glory.
I don't even want to say my usual no shade, no tea, because it ain't no shade and ain't no tea. It's just is what it is. You ain't been on here no more. Our spirits ain't clicking.
Right.
If I feel like anything is a disruption to my any type of my health, my mental health, my emotional health, my physical health, you guys to go. But this has been an amazing episode of Queen's Realm Podcast. I hope just one person, just if one itty bitty person gets something out of this, and I am good. I'm good. My job is done for the day.
That's right.
You understand me? But we're going to thank our special, lovely, beautiful guest over here, Miss Stacie. Check her out on the YouTube. Search Stacie Inspires. I'm gonna put it in the description box below. You know how I do. Also follow her on Instagram, and let me say the name right, because I already follow her on Instagram. But I'll be putting it wrong. So it's Stacie T. That inspires. I always forget the T, but I could just go to it because I follow her. Look, Stacie T. I follow her in real life, y'all.
Absolutely, yes.
In real life, so I could just go to Stacie. See it right there, y'all see. Y'all see the Stacie T. Go there. This button over here. Click that.
Go ahead.
Roll up. Click on what she be talking about. This was
double tap.
See, I just picked that at random. See there?
Right. Stop wasting time. Don't play.
Stop wasting time. Go like, comment, and follow this video. Go share. Go share these. Go follow this. Let me put it up there again for y'all can see it. So y'all can see it. My nails too long. I can't tap on them. Right there.
Good.
Right there.
Yes.
Right there. Huh? There it is.
Come on.
Go follow her. Follow me too. Wait, I'm gonna show you mine. I'm gonna show you mine.
Right, go ahead.
I got two of them. I want. Huh?
You sure do.
You see that? Y'all see that?
Yes. Yes.
Huh? Follow that. It's a link to the YouTube in there. You see that? Go also follow Queen's Room on TikTok.
That's right.
Search Queen's spell correctly Room on TikTok. But again, I thank y'all so much for tuning in today. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Remember, don't just stop at being different. Do what you got to do to be your best. I love you. I love you.
I love you too.
I love you. I love you.
Love
I love y'all. And we will see you next time. We're going to spit some hot fire like they like. We're going to spit some hot fire for you. I love y'all. We out. Good.